So it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week, and I wanted to share with you a story from my own personal experience about anxiety. Now, strangely enough, it was actually anxiety which pushed me towards stargazing in the first place. You know, when I was growing up, I had a difficult childhood, I had a difficult teenage period. There's quite a lot of very painful and difficult things that happened to my family. And I was interested in science and physics and maths and things anyway as I was growing up. And I found stargazing to be a place where I could essentially disappear, although I didn't really realize it at the time. So I went on, I went to university to study astrophysics, and I found the maths and the physics and the astrophysics particularly a wonderful place to basically disappear into the furthest reaches of the universe, to get away from daily life. I ended up in a place where I was very disconnected, I was very lonely, I felt lonely, and I felt very anxious. So I've written about this in a number of different places in my books and previously spoken about this. And you know, over the years I started to realize what was going on. I did a bit of psychotherapy, I started to meditate, and I actually started to, along that journey, realize that stargazing isn't a place where necessarily you need to disappear to. It can be a doorway into coming into a present moment experience, a doorway into realizing a different perspective where we come to understand really who and what we are in this vast universe of ours and get a whole different way of seeing ourselves. We can maintain grounding, connection, whilst also realizing that much bigger perspective. So I now teach a kind of stargazing which is all around dealing with our anxiety whilst looking at the stars and while considering what it is to be a human, whilst considering all of our problems and our stresses and strains within the context of the whole universe.